Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to my next video blog here on YouTube and for my community. Today, I'm going to talk about something that is very true to my own heart and something that I help a lot of my clients with, and I also help my community with, my beautiful women. So the question is, do you know or do you think you are giving your power away? So I want you to think for a moment. I want you to picture this. We're all here to live a life of abundance. That's my belief anyway, and that's what I want to help you with. And this life of abundance, it can be an overflowing life of abundance with beautiful financial reward and deep personal fulfillment. Now, we want to be living this life of abundance mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. It's the dream, right? But the problem is, a lot of us give our power away. We give this vision of our dreams away, and we unknowingly can sabotage this vision. And it happened to me for many, many years. And it started really subtly. You can sometimes feel very disconnected. You can feel like your voice is silenced. Now, you can do it to yourself, but others can do it to you as well. So you can also confuse yourself and doubt yourself. And soon decisions become hard and your self-worth lowers. And you can feel that you are being controlled or manipulated by others. So have you felt trapped by complaints or outside negativity? This isn't just feeling bad. It's about losing our own personal power. So we can fall into the trap quite easily of giving our power away. And sometimes our loved ones, our nearest and dearest, can show us sometimes in a negative way that we are just giving in. So one of the things that really shined up for me when I started to do a lot of embodiment and empowerment work was taking back my power, but it also shone the light on where I had given my power away for many, many years. So the first thing I want to talk about is power. So a lot of people have a misconception around women standing in their power. You know, unfortunately, through society, through collective consciousness, we can have the misconception of what power means. So it can be a negative authority figure. But standing in your power as a woman, as an empowerment coach, it's all about standing in your aligned truth, your values, what you will and won't tolerate, your boundaries. And it's not about being mean or cruel or being powerful or aggressive to anyone outside of you or inside of you. And I'd been through a number of relationships, friendships actually, where people would actually be quite cruel in the way that they spoke to me. And they were using it as like spiritual bypassing, as if to say, well, I'm standing in my power. But that's actually not power. That's actually, it was actually narcissistic behavior, to be fair. And really standing in your power is you being sovereign to yourself, but in a beautiful, graceful way. So that's what I wanted to say around, standing in your power. So I think that that's important, that I just like put that as the benchmark before we get into more of the talking points. So let's talk about some of the signs that you could be giving your power away. So the first thing is feeling very disconnected from yourself. This is where practices like grounding is really, really good. Pulls you back into your body so that you feel strong, supported, and secure. Another sign that you could be giving your power away would be manifestations like people not hearing what you say, or that you're not recognized. So being not recognized, I've seen this a number of times with clients that I've worked with, and the healings that we've done around it was one girl came to me, and we needed to do some energetics and changes within the Akashic records. And the manifestation of what was going on for her was that she was actually being overlooked for a job promotion. And when this actually came up, she said to me, "How do you know that? How do you know? I literally have just been overlooked with a job promotion." And I said, "Okay, so what we need to do is we need to reclaim your power." And then we like dug in and worked on situations around what she actually thought power was. And we had to change her programming and her belief system on what was authority and what was power. And yes, she did get her promotion and her pay rise as well. The other sign that you could be giving your power away is that you can feel very, very drained and have this feeling and this emotion around, I know I'm here for more. And this was something that I felt very much when I was in my 30s. I was blessed, I became a mother, but I knew on a soul level that I was here to do good things in the world, and I wasn't doing that. I was, a full-time mum at the time, which I absolutely loved, and that was a choice that my husband and I wanted for me to be there for the kids, especially because he worked abroad, so I was like single mum during the week, and then he came home, through the weekend. But I knew I was here to do, like, obviously it was understanding that I had life purpose and soul purpose, and I wasn't tapping into that. And because I wasn't doing that, I was focusing on something else, but I didn't even have an inkling of fulfilling my soul's what lit me up, really. And what that did was it actually caused a lot of mental and physical and emotional health problems for me. But every day I kept thinking and saying to myself, I know I'm here for more, but I don't know what my more is. So I was very disconnected from myself. So, and then that led to the ill health. So not living up to your potential can lock you into unhealthy patterns and beliefs. So the manifestation. So what can happen is that when you are giving your power away, you can let others decide your worth. So for instance, letting others decide your worth. Does this happen to you? Where people, if you have your own business, do people tell you what they want to pay you? Do they decide your worth? Okay, and this can actually happen a lot within business as well. I know a few of my clients that have been in the corporate industry, like they've gone for jobs, and the jobs that they go for aren't aren't publicized with a to and from salary type scenario, and they let these people decide their worth. So yes, your clients could, if you put your prices up and then you tell your clients, oh, it's going to be this next time, or you just put it on your website, etc., they can quibble as well. And they don't say it as in, I can't afford that. They would be like, oh, any chance of a discount. This actually happened to me back in the day when I was a hairdresser. And when I was working a lot on my self-worth through healing, I had tests. I had women saying to me, you know, oh, any chance of a discount? And I'd be like, no, because you take the same amount of time as that person and they pay full price. So why don't you? So yeah, it was really, really interesting, but I wasn't in my power. I wasn't in my sovereignty. You can also have weak boundaries, which actually leads to burnout. So that was me as well. You can also feel that you're trapped in a victim mentality, or you can actually manifest people around you that are in victim mentality as well. You can feel like your limiting beliefs are controlling your life. Right, this is really interesting when it comes to a lot of people that work on their affirmations and their limiting beliefs, that they'll say, oh, you know, it's a limiting belief, it's a limiting belief, and I'm working through it. Okay, the power in actually to clear a limiting belief, you can actually look at the work of Byron Katie, or you can have healing sessions, etc., but they just constantly stay in that locked looping pattern of clear the beliefs, clear the beliefs, clear the beliefs. But actually, you can collapse beliefs amazingly by just stepping into your power and moving into that next version of yourself. So are you a person that is constantly clearing the beliefs, clearing the beliefs, clearing the beliefs? Or are you ready to just step out of it and be that future version of yourself? It actually stops lots of healing sessions when you start to up level and you step into that quantum reality, that future version of yourself in the now. So I just wanted to explain those key manifestations and what to look out for, because this is going to help you take your power back, take your sovereignty back. So let me know, to be honest, which one of these has really hit home for you. And me sharing some of my story that might spark some, oh yeah, I've been there, yes, I see that. Or if you are a healer or a coach, do you have clients like that and you've wondered why are they trapping themselves in it? And sometimes, you know, the ego likes to keep you powerless. The ego likes to keep you in circumstantial power and not in personal power. And what the ego can do is that it can keep you looping in negative programs. So, for example, if you are a healer and you've been working on yourself or a client, and you're being distracted, like this situation's coming up, then this situation's coming up, and you feel like you're being pulled from pillar to post, right? That's the ego stopping you standing in your sovereignty and your personal power. So that can happen as well. So now I'm going to give you 3 tips to really reclaim your sovereignty, your power. So the first thing is really embodying that you express yourself. So you clearly communicate your thoughts and your feelings to others. So sometimes, you know, even being in lack of power, in lack of sovereignty, you know, this has happened to me in the past. It would be like, oh, what do you want for dinner? Oh, I don't mind, whatever. Where do you want to go for dinner? Oh, I don't mind, you choose, right? And it's not that you're choosing, is that you just don't want to make the wrong decision. You don't feel like you can have a choice. So some of that stuff can come up. So really start to communicate your thoughts and feelings. And this was one of the things that I did around making sure that, and I spoke about this at Christmas time, actually, when I felt that back in the day, being a hairdresser, obviously Christmas is like the biggest time of the year. It's like a nightmare. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't really say that, but it used to be I'd work 7 days a week for at least a month leading up to Christmas, and then I'd have the family arrive from overseas, and then, you know, keeping the kids happy, making sure the Christmas presents are done. I did it to myself, right? Because I wanted to prove that I was Superwoman. So I put so much on myself. And then I'd come into Christmas, and because I was such a people pleaser and an overgiver, it was really bad for me at Christmas. So, you know, by Boxing Day, I was sick, and I was sick for a few weeks. So what I started to do for me to be able to enjoy Christmas, because I didn't enjoy it at all because of because I used to make myself so sick, was that I used to be like, okay, my son Rory, what do you want? Millie, what do you want? Andrew, what do you want? What do I want? What do we all need from this Christmas? And so that we could all enjoy that period of time, and we set boundaries around it, you know. And I love Christmas now because we all get what we want to experience throughout that Christmas. And I'm not talking about gifts and stuff like that, but it's like experiences and how we want to feel throughout that Christmas period. So expressing yourself is really, really key. If you have trouble expressing yourself, okay, which can happen, then please do book a healing session, okay? Because we can research what's going on for you, and we can make the expression of yourself, setting boundaries, so much easier, so much smoother. And I'm testament to that 100%. The second thing that you can reclaim your power and your sovereignty is by doing embodiment work. So meditation, affirmations, rituals, you know, looking at really cementing and embodying a real sense of self-worth, and how to elevate and embody your self-worth is going to be personal to you, okay? It's not a one size fits all. This is where like coaching and healing work really well hand in hand, because when you can do the rituals and you embody that real sense of self-worth, right, that gives you your power. Lack of power, lack of self-worth is hand in glove. So elevating your self-worth and what works for you in a ritual of elevating self-worth, whether it's healing, whether it's embodiment, whether it's coaching, etc., will really strengthen your inner power. The other thing that is key to help you reclaim your power and your sovereignty is healing past wounds. So it might be a case of all of these practices that is going to really elevate you. So healing past wounds is acknowledging the old pain to finally set yourself free from its control. So past wounds, so like some of the past wounds that I've healed on myself that really helped me step into my power and my purpose was the overgiving wound, the neglect wound, the self-sabotage wound, like the mother wound, definitely inner child healing, stuff like that. So once again, it's not a one size fits all. That's why, you know, it's really good to find a good practitioner, a good healer, a good psychic, a good Akashic record healer, to be able to say, that's what we need to look at and work on. That's what we need to work on, and then bring the magic together and then just set you free so that you can step into your sovereignty. So as I'm saying it, you might see, sense, feel, or know within your aura, your body, your intuition, that as I'm saying, is it expressing yourself? Is it embodiment? Okay. Is it healing the past wounds? You're going to feel some sort of energy charge around that. That's going to give you knowledge on what you want to look at from stepping into your sovereignty, stepping into your power. So what feels more aligned to you? What are you being activated? Because when I talk to you through these videos, right, I know that my voice activates you, right? I can code you, I can awaken you and stuff like that through my energy and through my voice, because it's got coding, it's got sound vibration. So this is going to give you awareness to what you need to look at, or what you could look at, what you could investigate, what you could become aware of and self-discover, depending, you know, what language you like to listen to, in order to help you shift, evolve, and move onwards and forwards. So if you'd like to dive deeper into any of these past wounds, activating embodiment, helping to express yourself, please feel free to reach out, because, you know, I can give you some sessions. Please have a look at my packages. If you are not part of my holistic spiritual community and you like the sort of conversations that we're having, but you would like to take that further and understand what it would be like to have a healing from me, please come along and join my Facebook community, holistic spiritual community. I've gone blank then. And I'd love to welcome you into the group. When you go up into the guide section, there's about 15 complementary healings in there, sort of ticking lots of different boxes. So yeah, come on in and let's call back that sovereignty and help you step into your power to align, awaken, and flourish in all areas of your life. So sending you so much love. Thank you for listening to this. I hope you enjoyed it. Please put some comments. And what would you like to hear more of? What would you like me to discuss on these video blogs? Because I can do that. I'm here to help assist you on your journey of transformation. Sending you so much love and blessings, and I will see you all next week.